Have you ever picked up your phone just to check something for 1 minute and then looked up and realized that 25 minutes disappeared? And the strange part is, you don't feel rested. You feel tired, but still restless, like your brain is buzzing. That feeling isn't random. It's a sign your attention is being trained and rewired. You put the phone down. You try to go back to work, or a book, or even a simple conversation. And suddenly it feels harder than it should. Your mind keeps reaching for stimulation. Not because you're weak, but because your brain has learned something. The moment boredom appears, escape is available. Social media doesn't steal your time first. It steals your ability to stay with one thought. Most people frame this as a discipline problem. I just need more willpower. But that's not what's happening. Your brain becomes what it repeatedly practices. If you practice deep focus, your brain gets better at depth. If you practice constant switching, your brain gets better at switching. Social media is like a gym, and your attention is the muscle being trained. The problem is, it's training you for speed, novelty, and reward, not for stillness. Here's the first mechanism: variable rewards. You never know what the next post will be. You never know what the next video will trigger. You never know what you'll find if you scroll just a little more. That uncertainty is addictive, because your brain releases dopamine not only when it gets a reward, but when it anticipates one. So every swipe becomes a small promise. Maybe the next one will feel better. That's the same logic behind slot machines. Not because social media is evil, but because it uses a reward pattern that your brain is wired to chase. Now here's the part that changes how life feels. Social media stacks stimulation, quick images, fast edits, micro jokes, emotional triggers, validation, outrage, inspiration, all in minutes. Your brain gets used to that intensity. And after high stimulation, real life can feel understimulating. That's why after scrolling, a book feels slow, a task feels heavy, a conversation feels dull, and silence feels unbearable. It's not that life got worse. It's that your baseline changed. Your brain starts needing more input to feel the same level of engagement. So you reach for the phone again. Not because you love it, but because normal life no longer gives you the same reward. The third mechanism is attention fragmentation. Every time you switch, you pay a cost. Even a small switch, from work to a notification, from a conversation to a quick check, from one thought to 10 new ones, teaches your brain a pattern. Don't stay. Move. Over time, your mind becomes trained to escape boredom the moment it appears. And boredom is where depth begins. If you can't tolerate boredom, you can't reach focus. You can't reach creativity. You can't reach the calm that comes after staying with something long enough. So the phone doesn't just distract you. It rewrites what your brain considers normal attention. And then there's the social layer. Likes, comments, views. These aren't just features. They're status signals. They turn attention into currency. And once attention becomes currency, your brain starts chasing it, not always consciously. Sometimes you don't even want approval, you just want relief from uncertainty. Did they like it? Did I say the right thing? Am I visible? This is why social media often intensifies anxiety and comparison, because it doesn't only show you content, it puts your self-image on a scoreboard. Now here's the layer most people avoid. The reason you keep reaching for your phone isn't always entertainment. Sometimes it's anesthesia. You don't scroll because you have free time. You scroll because you can't tolerate empty time. Because empty time brings feelings. Restlessness, loneliness, pressure, regret, the quiet awareness of what you're not doing. So the phone becomes a way to avoid your own mind. Not because you're broken, but because silence asks questions you don't feel ready to answer. And the longer you numb those moments, the harder it becomes to sit with yourself without reaching for relief. So what do you do without deleting every app and moving to the mountains? Here's a gentle approach. Step 1. Add friction. You don't need more willpower. You need more distance between impulse and action. Turn off notifications that don't protect your life. Move social apps off your home screen. Log out. Make it just annoying enough that you don't open it automatically. Step 2. Replace the relief ritual. Because the urge to scroll is usually a feeling looking for relief. So when the urge hits, pause for 10 seconds and ask, what am I trying not to feel right now? Then give yourself a different form of relief. A glass of water, a slow breath, a short walk, 1 minute of stillness. Shh. Not forever, just 1 minute. And step 3, retrain depth, small. 10 minutes a day of single task attention. Read 2 pages, write 5 sentences. Listen to 1 song without touching your phone. Depth is a skill, and you can train it back. You're not weak, you're trained, and what's trained can be untrained. Quietly, intentionally, without shame. Tell me in the comments, when do you scroll the most? When you're bored, anxious, or avoiding something? I'll see you in the next one.